This is Dale with Backyard Bees. Today is Sunday, July the 21st. It's about 8 a.m. and the sun's coming up, and it's going to be another beautiful day here in Ocala. What I plan on doing today is just checking a couple of hives that were queenless last time I checked, which was about 4 or 5 days ago. And I put some eggs and brood from another hive out of the two colonies that are queenless, and I'm going to check on them now and see if they're making queen cells or not, and see if they need any more help. So we'll get to it. Be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. This is hive number 8, and I checked this one about 5 days ago on the 16th of July, and for some reason or another they were queenless. They had no indications of swarming. I didn't see any signs of the previous inspection before that, but they may have been the swarm that ended up on that box over there on the outside of hive number 15, that swarm that I collected over a week ago. Anyways, going to get into this and see what's going on. A few bees on top there, not very many. Switch hands here. Kind of hard doing this one-handed. We'll give it a shot. There's quite a few bees in there. I gave them a little boost whenever I put a frame of brood and out of another hive in there. I'll be right back in just a minute. I'm going to go get my frame holder. Give them a little smoke. And hive tool. Take the hive tool and open these girls up, see what's going on here. There's a frame. It's got a few bees on it. It's got a lot of pollen and nectar in there where they've been gathering up nectar to make honey. I'm gonna take another frame out of here, and then I'm gonna stop the camera and take a look for the queen cell. There's a drawn comb. So they're busy. They're drawing out. There still must be plenty of nectar around here. I know I'm feeding them sugar water also, but I just saw nectar from flowers in the hives. But anyways, I'm going to stop the camera for a minute and go ahead and see if I can find those queen cells. I'll be back in a minute. I'm seeing a lot of nectar and pollen that they're bringing in. I know some this hive is queenless, and I know some commercial beekeepers actually remove their queen from their hive and brood so that the bees concentrate on making honey, and then at the end of the honey flow they put the queen back in the hive. But that seems to be the case because they are filling up almost every frame here with nectar and pollen. So I'm going to continue on. Be back in a minute. Okay, I just got stung on my finger right there, so I'm going to smoke these girls up pretty good. Kind of early in the morning. Bees don't like to be bothered too much early in the morning or late in the evening. Did see a queen cell in there, so I'm going to pull that frame out and show you. It's a nice fat one too, so they are definitely making a new queen. Right there. That is one fat, nice looking queen cell. Looks like a peanut. So I'm real happy this hive is making a new queen, and it's I don't know, a couple more days, maybe a few more days, that should hatch out. I'm gonna continue on through here and take a look, see if they made any more or not. Be back in a minute. Look at all those bees. Here's a frame that they're making honey out of. They can put honey on this frame. I mean, look at that. That's beautiful. That's a beekeeper's dream right there. Everybody wants to have honey from their bees. And the other side too. So, like I said earlier, some commercial beekeepers actually take their queens out of their hives, and that gives, and the brood, and that gives the bees. The bees use their energy to make honey instead of taking care of brood, making new bees. So evidently that works, because that's proof right there. I didn't see any more queen cells in here. I'm satisfied that they're on track to make their new queen. I'm going to move on to the next hive. That's Queenless, which is hive number 19. I'll be back in a minute. Queenless. This hive is kind of interesting because it was a split, I believe off of, I don't recall which one it was split off of, but it was split off of another hive, and I put eggs and brood and resources in there for them. And they actually made a queen, and Janet and I came out here last week, about 2 weeks ago, and we actually saw a queen in there, but the bees had balled up on her like they were trying to kill her, and I separated them for a while and observed them, and I thought she was okay. But we came back out here 5 days ago, and the queen was gone, and they had no brood, no eggs. So I took some brood and eggs out of another hive and put in there to allow them to make a new queen. So we're going to open this up, and we're going to see where they're at. Oh, they got lots of bees, which is a good sign. Go ahead and bump these pigs off of there so I don't have to do it later. Just got stung again right there. Look at that. So anybody wants to see what happens to a bee when they sting you, this is why they die. They leave the stinger in you, and then they pull out and just tears their insides out. Anyways, I'm gonna get this stinger off of me. Be back in a minute. These girls are a little rowdy. They don't have a queen, so hives that don't have queens are usually a little bit more aggressive than normal. So I'm going to smoke these girls up really good, and smoke my hand also, so they won't smell that alarm pheromone. Whenever a bee stings, they die, and I think somehow they know that, and they release this alarm pheromone. And if you don't interrupt that alarm pheromone, there'll be several bees that come after you at the same time. So usually when I get stung right away, I smoke myself, and that interrupts that alarm pheromone, and helps prevent them from attacking me further. So anyways, I'm going to get into this hive, and I expect to see a queen cell in here too. Okay, got the first frame removed, and just like the last hive we looked at, they're packing in nectar and pollen. As you can see, all the shiny cells are nectar, and all the orange looking, brown looking cells are pollen, and they packing it out. Okay, this is a frame of brood and eggs that I took out of another hive and put in here about 5 days ago. And as you can see, these girls are busy making themselves a new queen. I already took 2 of the queen cells, the smaller queen cells, out of the hive, because the first one that hatches will be the dominant queen. She'll go around and kill all of the other queen cells before they even hatch. So I'm gonna leave these 3 in here. There's 2 right there. I don't know if we'll be able to see down inside there. It's kind of rough doing this one-handed. Let's see if we can look down in there. Yeah, there's a larvae in there. I don't know if you can see it, but there is. Anyways, these girls are pretty rowdy. I'm done with this hive for today. They already got me 3 times, and I'm gonna smoke them one more time. And put the lid back on. I'm satisfied with this hive. They're building queen cells. They make queen cells, so they're making their own queen and a new queen for themselves. So I'm real happy with that. They had a total of 5 queen cells in there, and Two of them are really small. They would be inferior queens if they were to hatch, so I took them out and left the 3 larger ones. They got 2 that's capped up, completely sealed up queen cells, and they got another one they're working on that has a larvae in it, and it's they're about to seal that one up too. So anyways, I'm gonna check back with them in about 4 or 5 days, maybe a week. Give that queen time to chance to hatch and get out of the hive and get mated and come back. So anyways, another beautiful day here in Ocala, Florida. And this is Dale, Backyard Bees.